How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. Last season, Derrick Rose was one of the biggest surprises in the NBA. After many people did not know whether he'd be in the league much longer before the start of last season, he's bounced back very well. And of course, JaVale McGee of the Los Angeles Lakers. After having the best season of his career last year and still producing at a high level, many did not thought he would still be this good. And of course, many players coming into this year were unsure whether they would last in the NBA or not, but some of them have been playing very well. With that said, here are 10 NBA players reviving their careers this season. Starting off with Markelle Fultz of the Orlando Magic. A month before the season, the Magic took a gamble picking up Fultz's $12.3 million option for the 2020-21 season. Now he's played all 16 games to start the season, 11 starts, leaving his disastrous past behind. After only playing 33 combined games with Philly, his averages of 11.1 points, over 2 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.5 steals on over 49% shooting isn't eye-popping, but at least he's playing without any distractions. The 21-year-old has been playing the best NBA basketball of his young career as of late, pouring in double-digit scoring numbers each of his last 5 games from November 15th to the 25th, not taking too many shots. The former first overall pick is getting a feel with encouraging signs, very quick in transition and finishes strong above the rim, now viewed as a decent player. Many critics really thought he was going to be the worst number 1 pick in NBA history, but up to this point, he's done way more than Anthony Bennett ever did, never having a real chance to succeed with the Sixers. With no pressure in Orlando, this season is treated like his rookie year, and he would still be a senior in college today. If the progress keeps up, Fultz is far from a bust. Then McLemore of the Houston Rockets. The 26-year-old was one of the most forgotten lottery picks in recent years. Selected 7 overall in the 2013 class, the 6'3" shooting guard is putting up 7.3 points in 20 minutes played with the Rockets. Last season, many expected him to be out of the league. Viewed as a bust, Houston did give him a 2-year worth $4.1 million deal, non-guaranteed for next season and partially guaranteed for $500K this season. Although he's only shooting 33% from the field, at least he's showing positive signs. After averaging just 3.9 points last season, only playing 19 games with the Kings, the team waived Ryan Anderson last week. McLemore even started 4 games at the small forward spot. The team desperately needs him. With Eric Gordon still out with injury and being Gerald Green's replacement, he's got to shoot better than 29% from 3. At least he scored 20 plus in 2 of the 4 games he started, a promising sign so far. Isaiah Thomas of the Washington Wizards, who started 10 of his first 13 games. IT has proved he still belongs in the league, putting up 12 points a game, 5.3 assists, shooting over 40% from deep in 24.5 minutes played. He's already played more games than all of last season with the Nuggets. Unfortunately, he'll end up the best player in recent years to never receive a max contract, making $2.3 mil on the season. There's many guys making more than 5 times as much, doing absolutely nothing on the bench. Even though he hasn't had a crazy game yet, the 5'9" point guard has reached double figures 10 of his first 13 games, rejuvenating himself a little bit after a serious hip injury. Thomas's career was looking like it was going to end tragically. From being an MVP candidate to reaching rock bottom, the 30-year-old is proving he can still be a good rotation player. Now looking as healthy for the first time since 2017, the best case scenario for him would be getting traded to a contender, proving he's still capable and giving a boost offensively as a role player. Kevin Love of the Cleveland Cavaliers, putting up 17.9 points, almost 12 rebounds, the most boards he's averaged since his Timberwolves days. Playing 32 minutes a game, if he continues to put up big numbers, his contract can be very tradable for any team that wants to take a chance on the 31-year-old. With 3 more years worth $90 million remaining after this season, compared to last season, Love was a disaster. After only playing 22 games with injury, it seemed like no team would want to take a chance on him, but I won't be shocked if a team like the Mavs pulled the trigger and trade for the 6'8" power forward. Since he's known for his 3-point shooting and excellent rebounding, he can become a solid third option behind Luka and Kristaps. His front-court teammate Tristan Thompson, having the best scoring season of his career, the 28-year-old is averaging 14.5 points, almost 10 rebounds in 16 games playing over 31 minutes after being an absolute atrocity in the 2017-18 season. When he averaged just 5.8 points, his career was falling apart, and missing almost half of last season with injury, Thompson will be a free agent after this season and balling out at the right time after signing a 5-year $82 million deal on October 2015 if he wants to get back with his ex-coach. Of course he's gonna have to go all out trying to earn another fat contract. Still a very solid center in the league, now all of a sudden shooting threes and scoring from everywhere. You bet he'll end up with a playoff caliber team next season and will start to become more relevant since after LeBron's departure with Cleveland. Glen Robinson III, having a career year on a terrible team, the 6'6" small forward is averaging by far a career best 12 points, almost 5 rebounds, playing over 31 minutes after never averaging over 6.1 points in any of his first 5 seasons. His NBA career seemed to be falling apart after averaging around 4 points a game each of his last 2 seasons, playing limited minutes on 42% shooting. The former second rounder started all 18 games this season so far after the Warriors took a chance on him for 2 years, $3.9 million. Next season's a player option. Despite playing on a bad team with the worst record in the NBA, the former dunk contest champ is making the most of his opportunity, improving at every aspect of his game. The 25-year-old is also shooting 40% from 3. Steve Kerr gave him praise, loving to have him beyond this season, somebody the team would love to be able to hang on to long term. Making just $1.9 million this season is crazy how much more effective he is than useless Chandler Parsons, who's making nearly 15 times as much money this season. The former Michigan Wolverine is certainly making his supporters and everyone around him proud. Jabari Parker of the Atlanta Hawks, although he might never live up to the number 2 pick he's supposed to be, a Carmelo Anthony, Paul Pierce type superstar, the 24-year-old is playing good basketball with the Hawks, averaging nearly 17 a game, over 6 rebounds, on over 51% shooting, in almost 28 minutes played, after being heavily criticized for his lack of defense, being on 4 different teams in a year-and-a-half span. Atlanta giving him a 1-year deal with a player option on the 2nd year is a low-risk, high-reward signing. Even with all the setbacks with big injuries, Jabari has proven he's a straight bucket getter after the Bucks let him walk away for nothing in free agency, and getting much better since. Parker continues to ball out and might earn himself a bigger contract next season, where many thought his career was trending downhill. Goran Dragić of the Miami Heat, coming off the bench, the 33-year-old has been excelling with the 2nd unit, putting up over 15 points, 5 assists on 41% shooting from deep after playing only 36 games a season ago and struggling mightily for a team that failed to make the playoffs. His career seemed to be trending towards the wrong direction with age concerns, and now being a free agent after this season, the 6'3" point guard can still earn a solid contract, a quiet low-key candidate for 6th man of the year for a very hot 12-4 Miami team. Dwight Howard of the LA Lakers, shockingly still on his best behavior. Since the Lakers are hot and winning, there is not much to criticize about Dwight right now. Despite averaging the least amount of points and rebounds of his career, playing only 20 minutes a game off the bench, his impact has been very effective, shooting 75% from the field, getting a lot of easy baskets, playing in 17 games, already almost twice as much as last season. His size, physical presence, and defense have been bothering other teams. Everything seems to be working well so far, but we'll see what happens in the coming months. Carmelo Anthony of the Portland Trail Blazers, after being picked up by the Blazers just 2 weeks ago, the 35-year-old proves he still got enough left in the tank, making 4 straight starts since not playing in the NBA for over a year, not knowing if he was ever going to get another opportunity again. The last 12 months have been the toughest times of Melo's NBA career. Some really thought he was never going to play in the league again, but after signing a non-guaranteed deal with the Blazers on a 1-year minimum, the 6'8" forward has been playing the 4 this season, playing his role, averaging 16 points, 5.3 rebounds, 1.8 assists on 39% shooting thus far. Those are the type of numbers we expect him to produce. With Portland desperately needing him, Anthony balled out against the Bulls, dropped 25 points on 4 3-pointers, even drew down a vicious dunk, something many did not expect. Melo even said, his love for the game don't stop. I don't know where this farewell tour came from. I never talked about a farewell tour, and wanting to play as long as possible, Carmelo seems to be working great with Portland so far. Thank you so much for watching this video. For my next potential giveaway, the Lakers will take on the Pelicans. Anthony Davis going back to New Orleans for the first time since being traded on Thanksgiving Eve 2019. So, if the Lakers lose to the Pelicans tonight, the first person to DM me on IG at WilsonSide93 will win a free Laker Anthony Davis jersey of their choice. So once again, the first person to DM me on Instagram after the Lakers lose to the Pelicans tonight, if they lose, will win a free Anthony Davis jersey of their choice. I'll be announcing the winner on my story, so you guys better pray the Lakers lose to the Pelicans tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck to each and every one of you. If the Lakers indeed beat the Pelicans tonight, I'll be announcing another giveaway some other time. So best of luck to each and every one of you. See you next time.